Hi there, it's Cheryl Cran, and this week I want to talk to you about 3 daily actions that set the tone for your team. In today's reality, the fast pace of change, ongoing commitments, doing more with less, those issues are real and challenging for you and for your teams. And we have more information coming at us, and your teams have their priorities, and a lot of times there's mixed messaging about what those priorities should be and could be. And so by taking care of your people, your team, on a daily basis with these 3 things that I'm going to share with you, can help you not only keep them engaged and keep them on side with the change that you're leading and the direction you're heading, but can also head off any potential problems with your top talent or your high-performing people. In other words, by doing these 3 daily check-ins, you can make sure that if there's any problems, you can be aware and you can actually be ahead of any potential future problems. So let's talk about what those 3 things are. Number 1, daily team check-in. Now, if you're a leader that has a team that is in-house, but you also have remote workers, this means we do a daily team check-in with both. So the first thing we do, in the morning or as you go through your day, it's up to your schedule, is really, how are you doing? How's it going today? What are you planning for today? And really just checking in. How was your weekend? How was your evening? Doing that very human touch base. And yes, it takes time, but I'll tell you, taking the time to care about people earns you time on the other side. So for instance, if you have remote workers, doing a quick video chat or sending them a video saying, hey, it's Cheryl, I'm checking in to see how you're doing. Those can go a long way with your team feeling that you're thinking of them as people and that you're staying connected with them on a daily basis. The second thing that you can do is set up support. So on a daily basis, of course, you know your team and you know the dynamics, but really set up every day that you are there for support and set up other resources that they can go to. So on a daily basis, that might look like either a quick email, a quick text, or again, in person or by video. You could simply say, hey, I know you've got lots on the go. If you need any support around prioritization, like what you think should be happening first for you, if you need any support with the project you're working on, remember, here are your resources. We've got these documents stored in Salesforce or whatever it is. It's a daily reminder of the support that you are providing as a leader and as a team member. So letting people know where they can go for support is, again, it calms the mind. It calms that fear center that says every day, what am I doing or what am I going to be focused on? Or even just feeling like you're in an environment where people got your back. And then that feeling of others have your back can really boost performance and have your team feel more cohesive as well, knowing who's there to support them on the projects that they're working on. And the third daily action is encouraging your team to think of creative solutions on a daily basis. And in fact, you could have a weekly creative challenge with every day a reminder of that creative challenge. So for example, you might give them a fun little project that you want them to come up with 3 new ways to use the software system that you've just implemented, or you want them to come up with 3 ways that you can innovate for the customer this week, or 3 ways that we can innovate the way we work with each other as employees. The reason I suggest that as a daily action is research has shown that creativity increases those happy endorphins in all of our minds, but it also keeps people focused on the future and solution versus focusing on problems. So bringing it back to creativity. So those 3 tips for daily actions: team check-in every day. How are you? How's it going? Second, here's your support. Here's how I can support. Here's how your team can support. Here's where the resources are to help you and support you. And number 3, creative challenge towards possibly a contest at the end of a week or 2 weeks or monthly, but building in those daily creative challenges to your team to think of creative solutions. Those 3 elements keep your team engaged, keeps you connected to your team, and helps you be aware of any challenges that might be arising that if you weren't doing these 3 daily actions, you might not know until a week or a month or more later. Thanks so much for listening to this week's weekly video. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care.